Bank, Busi Dlamini. Busi, a very good afternoon. Thank you for coming through to Nedbank Business Watch. I'm quite interested in this topic today. So yes, today we're talking about home loans. To apply for a home loan at Nedbank, what is the first step? You know, we get a lot. I'm sure you get a lot of people that want home loans. Who do you finance?
Good afternoon, Dudy. Good afternoon to the viewers at home. Thank you for having us. We are so excited to be here to talk about our product, the home loan. At Nedbank, we understand that it's important and a meaningful investment for a Eswatini to own property, whether it's a title deed or a rural area. We are happy to finance our customers so they can come to us, present to us their pay slips. And of course, usually we look at, the first step is to open a current account and you have your salary deposited at Nedbank.
I mean, it's a huge step for anyone wanting to build a home or renovate or even extend. And I presume that as Nedbank, you would want to look into that person, because financing someone is no joke. You know, handing over a person a lump sum of money is no joke. Do you do your investigations? Do you look into that person, their credit, ability, before granting that person the home loan?
Oh, yes, of course. The first step is that the customer will come to us. First of all, the customer is employed, he has a pay slip, and they come to us. We look at the affordability. When the affordability is in place, now we check ITC checks to see if the customer is credit worthy. That's the first step. So, and then we ask the customer to present to us 3 quotations. That's, for instance, where the customer already has a plot and they want to develop the plot. Okay. 3 quotations from credible builders in Eswatini, and I must mention that the builders must be registered with CIC. So what happens, we don't choose for the customer which quotation to go with. It's up to the customer. All we do is we just take the one that they say they want to go with, this one, and after the affordability has been assessed and everything is approved by our credit department, then the process will start.
And I'm sure you're all about offering flexible financing solutions at Nedbank for your customers. So just take us through step by step, the difference between financing someone that wants to build on a title deed, urban area, or at Eswatini land.
Okay, Lulu, let me start with someone who wants to build in an urban area. The first step is that you will come to us. Maybe you already have the plot, or maybe let me say you don't have the plot yet, you want Nedbank to help you finance the plot. After looking and assessing the affordability, and we're happy to do the application for you. We can give our flexible finance terms means that you can finance your property up to 25 years. Of course, that will depend on how old you are at the moment. For instance, we know that in Eswatini, the retirement age is 60 years. So if you are, for instance, 25 years of age, you can still qualify for 25 years. But for instance, if you are already 40 years of age, then you can finance only for 20 years. That will depend entirely on what the calculations give us. So we go step by step with you to assess the affordability first.
Okay.
So say now the property is in your name, or you want to buy the property and further the constructions. That's where then we will say, give us an approved plans. It's all up to you. It's your own house, your dream house. You know how you want it to be. So you will give us the approved plans from that town that the property is under. After that, you will give us 3 quotations from approved local builders.
Okay.
Then the next step will be, as already in the background, we already done the credit checks and everything is in good place. When the process starts, it's not up to Nedbank when the property will be finished. But what we do know is that the property shouldn't take a lot of time. Like, for instance, 6 months, the property is still being built. So that's where that's why the contractor must be an approved one, someone who knows what they are doing, right?
So there's a time frame.
there is a time frame, yes. It shouldn't take a lot of time. But say everything is touching base, everything is fine, then each time the contractor is going to site to start and building, they will come to us after that with claims that this is what they've done. Let me not forget one important step, which is there's an evaluation that needs to be done. The builder will go and build and come to us and say, this is what I've done, but there must be a certificate from the evaluator that this is the works that were done, that have been done already. So that's where we pay. And we don't pay to the customer, we pay to the builder per the works done.
Okay, so let's talk about insuring the house. Of course, nowadays there's natural disasters like hailstorm, fire, fire damages due to strong winds. What's the arrangement with providing the customer with insurance?
Yes, thank you, Lulu. Okay, one of the requirements for our home loan finance is that when a house is completed, it must have the insurances in place. We have insurance houses in Eswatini that we use to help you get that insurance that is required. It will cover your house from fires, from hailstorms, from all the like as you have mentioned. So you know that the customer has a peace of mind. Should anything happen, the insurance is in place.
Okay, that's perfect. Actually, that's great. So, do you recommend, as Nedbank, do you recommend that your customers take out life cover with their home loan?
Oh yes, of course. Either you have your own life policy that is not seeded, we can use that as security, or you take one that is provided by Nedbank. That is established in the beginning, so that the customer knows that after the property has been done, there should be insurance in place. So that's basically one of our securities that should be in place for all our products, whether it's rural home loan or the urban home loan.
So how is that a benefit to the customer, because, some people may be reluctant because, they're forking out different monies now, insurance, life cover, the loan. I think it just piles up for the customer. So I think you can just explain that. How is it beneficial to them?
Well, it is very beneficial to the customer, and all our customers are excited for it because, look, you don't want to purchase a property, you don't want to build a property, and when you die, that's the end of it. The bank takes the property. Of course, also the bank is not in the business of financing to retake again. It's in the business of financing to help our customers and their generation. So our customers are happy for that because they know if one of them passes away, they know that the insurance will come in to settle the debts. And also, one important thing is that we don't use your pension to cover a credit life or insurance for death, because we know that pension is solely used for you, for your children, or for your family when you are no longer existing.
Okay. So I think you mentioned something about you get 10 years when you're constructing a house on SNL and 25 years if you're in an urban area. For instance, if I'm 50 years old, do you finance that person if they have 10 years remaining to retirement?
Okay,
How does that work?
Moving on to our Swazi Nation land or rural home loan, we finance our customers up to 10 years. What we look at there is that our customers is permanent and pensionable. So we usually have schemes, or maybe I should say relationship with some companies where you find that they say you can seed their pension for our employees so that they can be able to afford land in rural areas. So there, for instance, when the customer is 50 years, as you mentioned, the regulator does not allow us to take the pension up to the last day of your working age. So we need, if you already have 10 years left to retirement, we have to reduce that to 8 years, the finance, because the 2 years we should not cover finance up to the last day of retirement. So for a 50-year-old, we will finance 8 years. And for someone who's maybe 20 or 30 years, then they will get the full 10 years.
All right. So with the renovations and extensions of homes, do you also finance a farmer that wants to probably renovate their agricultural land, or improve their agriculture, develop their agricultural land? Or it's just for constructing a home?
For renovations, yes, we do finance. Perhaps the house or the home is already paid off or is still under financed by the bank. There is an option that we get an evaluation report that will tell us what is the value of the property at the moment. And then if you want to refinance or readvance for a purpose, maybe you want to do renovations, as you put it, you will give us quotations for that renovation work that you want to do, because obviously that will improve the state of the house as it is at the moment. So we are happy to finance that for our customers and to help them. There, again, it will depend on the affordability. Say, for instance, the property is valued at 1,800,000, and your debt is at 1,100,000, for instance, and you want to finance up to 1.5 million. It will, for us, we will look at what is it that you want to do, and what is the value. Does the value allow us to re-advance? So if it does allow us to re-advance, we are happy to do it for you.
Okay. Repayment terms, yes, you did say it's 10 years and 25 years. So how do you calculate? Do you use that particular customer's pay slip? How do you calculate the money that the client needs to pay back?
We have quotations. We do quotation for you as a customer when we start the process. We have a key fact statement, which will tell us that we input how many years that you will be financed the property and how much do you earn. That affordability test will tell us if you can get that million or you can get that 2 million that you want. If it says less, we just follow it through and through. With you, of course, we agree that, okay, this is what it says we should go for, and then we go for that amount.
All right.
So the affordability is calculated pre-application stage.
All right. Remind us again, what do you need to get started?
First of all, we look at customers who are employed, and we need you to come to Nedbank and open a current account, deposit your salary into a Nedbank account. That doesn't mean you have to wait for maybe 3 months before you can apply, of course. We still look at your previous bank statements, because what we look at consistency of your salary. And then now that you are with Nedbank, you are ours now.
Oh, you're saying new customers are also eligible to apply?
New customers are also eligible, yes.
Okay.
Yes, of course. So once you have opened their current account, your salary is being deposited with us. Now we look at, when we want to finance, we're starting the finance application. We want your ID, your pay slip, and your confirmation letter from employer. That is proof of income. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, that's all that's needed.
That's all that's needed.
All right.
ID, proof of income, and proof of residence. And of course, other stuff will be what the documents that support the property that you want to buy. For instance, if it's a plot, we want a deed of sale, we want evaluation report for that property. If it's an already built house, we still want evaluation report and the deed of sale. Right. And if you want to build, now we want 3 quotations. We want evaluation report to say how much is needed for this property to be completed.
Okay.
Yes, over and above the others that I've just mentioned.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Busi. How do your customers get in touch with you for more details on the home loans?
For more details on the home loans, customers can contact us on our help desk information, which is 3278 199. All right. 3278 199.
Well, thank you so much. Well, there you have it, Maswati Lamahle. If you want to build, extend, renovate your home either on SNL or on an urban area, do contact Nedbank Eswatini. Visit their branches, talk to them or interact with them on their social media pages for more details on their home loans. Let's go for another break. Sabia Kadamach.